Hello, hello, beautiful people. I'm going to open myself up in another tab. So if you hear echoing, it will stop in just a moment. Welcome in, everyone. All right, cool. Got it on mute already. Cool beans. Welcome in, everybody. Please thumbs up the live as you come in. If you are not a part of the Vlogstar family, please make sure that you subscribe and press the bell to be notified always. Hello, Christine in real life. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. How you doing today? And I will get started in just a few seconds. Hello, Trish. Hello, Patricia. And I'm happy you're good, Christine. Hey, NQ Muffin. How are you? All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. This topic is, are you just attracting a sexual relationship? Okay, so you have like the typical cheaters who, they can't be honest, they can't be in a monogamous relationship. They're just going to do what they do. So we are not talking about those people, okay? We're not talking about just the typical cheaters that's just they don't care what's going on in your life. They don't care how much you have invested in them. They have just one agenda. We're not talking about these people. We are talking about what you can do to only attract that type of relationship, because unfortunately, hey chef, thank you for coming in. We talking about Trisha. Don't Trisha about to get you, chef. About to get you. So the first thing is no communication. Like, communication is key with bonding with a person you are dating. By simply communicating, you will open up more of a respectable relationship, sharing your interests, your goals, life experiences. It will give the person the impression that you desire and are worth more than just a sexual relationship. If you guys have any comments that you want to make throughout the chat, if you have any questions, please feel free to do so. The second thing is, get off of the subject. If you are the type of person that are always talking about sex, 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 you're giving that person the impression that that is all that you want. Like, seriously, that's all you want. And just find other things to talk about: movies, shows that you've watched, um, plans that you may have, their family, your family, besides just sex, because that can also make you a target for someone that is just, they might look at you. They might not just, they might want something serious too. I have seen people in these type of relationships, and then as soon as they break up, 2 years later, they're engaged to someone. That person gets engaged, they get married, they become an honest man or honest woman to the person they're marrying, and the other person is like, "What did I do wrong?" And then as they start talking, you start to realize, well, that was the impression that they had. They wanted more, and maybe you thought that you was just being like fiery and hot, but to them you were just, you weren't really showing your value to them. So also pay attention to patterns. So if he or she is only calling when they're sexually frustrated, make sure that you put that in check. You get that in line and you set the record straight and make sure that they know that you have expectations for yourself and self-worth, because if you're noticing that they're only calling you when, you know, they just want something or they want to come over and it's always around nighttime, and you can't really ever get any other type of conversation from them throughout the day. And then when you talk to them, it's always like, can I come over? And you know how it is when somebody is trying to get hot with you. Um, and it just seems like that's where they want it to go when they get there. Make sure you let them know. Look, listen, I don't know what idea you got, but you tried it. I want a little bit more than that. So set the record straight. I dated a dude who did exactly that. All they wanted was sex, and it wasn't even good. Oh Lord, Lord God, Trish. Chef said, "It has occurred to me that I know little to nothing about you, Trish." Okay, Chef, you are funny. Chef, you are so funny. Alrighty, next thing. Get up, get out, and do something, okay? Dates are a must. Oh my gosh, when you're first talking to someone and you're first dating, going out on dates is so fun. And honestly, some people think that they lose like that whole butterfly feeling in their stomach. Let me tell you, that stuff really it still exists. It never goes away. When you meet someone that you're really into, those feelings can still happen, okay? And when you go on dates and you take it slow and you actually get to know someone, you are enjoying every single level of a relationship. You don't want to move too fast anyway, but just take it slow and enjoy like every aspect, every level of the relationship from dating on. So, to keep away from giving the person the wrong idea or impression and to get away from just attracting a sexual relationship, try to stay from home. Go and show your bowling skills, your pool skills, your skating skills. Go out to eat. Show, that you have a very good taste in food. Take them to restaurants that maybe they've never been to before, and really enjoy your time outside of the house and in public. Right now it's kind of hard to do with like social distancing, but when that time comes again and you are able to go on dates with people, make sure that you try to keep it from always being in the house constantly. Hello, Rachel's place, thank you so much for coming in. And Q said, guys that's used to act like that, they only wanted sex, has always been a big turn off for me. Yes. It makes me think they will do anything and anybody. Yes. What level of relationship is this changing credit scores? I say level 2, 10. Yeah, I mean, chef, credit scores are important. I mean, hey, whenever you feel comfortable. I would say when you guys start dating and you're sitting down and talking, if that is open to ask, so what's your credit score? I mean, I Chef, you is so funny. Now I'm married to a man that acts like he can't get enough. Laugh out loud, he fooled me. But it's a difference. Yes, it is. Yes. And like I said, there are some guys that, I mean, there are people who that's all they want, and I'm not so much of just talking about those type of people. I'm talking about people who they might find you attractive. They might be interested in you. And then you turn them off by just doing some of the things that is like, okay, so let me get this straight. All I can really do with him or her is just sleep with them because they don't really seem like they have anything going for themselves, or they don't want to communicate with me, or and some people aren't decent enough people to walk away. Some of them be like, hey, you know why buy the cow when you could get the milk for free? Some people have that mentality. And so yeah, a bad credit score is a deal breaker. Yes. um Another thing is have confidence. At times others can pick up on whether you're confident about yourself or not. And unfortunately, there are some people that is their specialty. They can pick up on, like, even though you think you may be hiding it, they can pick up on it quickly if you are not confident. So sometimes they might think, she'll just be, or he'll just be happy with, if we just do something every so often. I mean, shouldn't that be good enough? And it sucks. And when you think about how some people can think about things, you know, it sucks to think that way, but it's reality. It is what it is. That's how some people think. And honestly, I would say if you're not confident enough with yourself, start loving yourself a little bit more, because you can pick up on if someone is just kind of, trying to just be with you for that one thing. They don't want to go out in public with you. They don't want to do anything, no dates or nothing. They just want to lay in the bed with you. You'll be able to, say, you know what, I'm worth more than this. I love myself. I don't need you, honey. I can do bad by myself. Bye. There go the door. Bye. So always have, or, try to build up some confidence about yourself and love yourself more. If anybody has questions or comments, I am so open to it. And also have something going for yourself: work, college, career, goals. These are all turn ons. Um, that person will take you seriously. They'll be turned on by the fact that you have something going on in your life. Um, if you have a plan and goal for yourself, they may assume, if you don't have any plans or goals for yourself, they may assume that you don't deserve the best them because you're not giving them the best you. And that is all that I have for tonight. Besides, if you guys want to write anything in the chat area, if you're watching a replay, please write what you feel about this topic in the comment section below. And thank you so much, NQ, for sharing me out. If you don't love you, how can you love someone else? True, true. And also, how can you expect anybody else to love you? If you don't love yourself. Sometimes people, and this might be getting off of the subject sometime, I mean a little bit, but sometimes people expect somebody to come in and fix them. If if you broken. You know the issues that you have. You do. You know what you need to fix. You know if you're undateable. There are some people that just should just lay off of relationships for a while. They should. And another thing, if you keep hearing things from so many people, I feel like, one person say something, that's an opinion. You start getting two or three people saying the same thing, and they don't know each other. So they didn't get together and just make this big powwow. Let's come against blogs and make her think that this is going on. But you'll know, wait a minute, whoa, 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 whoa. I need to start doing some self-reflecting, and I need to get myself in check. If I don't want this same thing to happen to me again in a relationship, then I need to fix myself. And you need to be willing to, you know, take whatever time is needed to fix yourself. And so that you can be the best person you need to be in your relationship and that you can get the best out of that person too. And loving yourself, like you said, Trish, is very, very important. And I absolutely agree. All right, guys. Well, it seems like we don't have any comments or any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and close out here. I love you all. This was so fun. And I'm going to do more of like these relationship topics. And thank you for coming in and spending time with me. Wait, Christine said, I have one younger than me that's always trying to get some. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's just always, sometimes there's people who that's just what you'll always get, somebody that's just trying you. And you just like, you know what? Hey, get it together. Excuse me. Get it together. Because that's not what I'm about. And Trish says, I can relate to this topic, and sometimes my goals aren't meant to be told. I'm a doing, not a teller. That's good. That's so good. As long as you have goals for yourself, but sometimes, when you're getting to know someone, they want to know more about you. They really want to get to know you as a person because they're like, you're filling each other out. Is this somebody that I want to be with for a long time? Is this going to be a relationship for a long period, or is this just somebody that I just want to, you know, do something with? So sometimes having those conversations, especially if the person is really into you, sometimes being open with those things when you guys do get on that subject is important. And let's see, Christine. You too, Rachel's Place. Thank you so much for coming. You have a good night too. Christine says, I tell him I'm busy and he has got the point, not interested. Yes. Now sometimes there's just people who that's all that they want, period, point blank. And that's just all that they're looking for. But, aside from that, there are some people that can be interested in you and you can push them away by doing some of the things that I named tonight. So, guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm going to go ahead and close it out, and we'll do more of these topics later. Have a good night.